is here should pay attention. The opportunities that this simple step will unlock are boundless. So I want to say that it will diversify the value chain downstream and midstream. You will now begin to see investors saying, should I go to One free trade zone? What are the advantages in One? Or should I go to Orashi? Before that choice wasn't there. It's being created now. The free trade zone is right in the corridor to the airport. There's Orashi River, there's Uguta Lake, there are developments around those things. And just to make you happy, tourism will flow into those futures. Now, the opportunities that come from these investments you cannot overemphasize them, because starting with employment. When governments tell you we're employing this number of people, a lot of those employments are just budget provisions. The work we give to these people from budget provisions is just to go to the office. But here, you're going to see productive employment. When people go out to a free trade zone, to industrial complexes, the employment is employment that drives knowledge, drives productivity, and drives growth, national economic growth. So we want to focus on such things as outfalls from these things that we are presenting today. Things around CSR. And the discussions were centered around development projects, employment of our youths, quota, homage, and such ordinary handouts. But as you know, Uzodimma has been on the petroleum map for as long as many of us here have been alive. And I've spent over 48 years in the oil and gas industry. So anyone that has been in that industry knows about that free zone area, the importance of Uzodimma in the gas footprint of Nigeria. Yet the sustainable impact of these activities in this area or in the state has been elusive for over 5 decades. Now, we have mentioned Uzodimma severally for petrochemicals, for LNG, for fertilizer, but none of them came to pass. Why? Because there's no strong government lobby to bring these things to happen. So if recent developments by Seplat, Anogas, Walter Smith, NCDMB, Renaissance and Sterling have introduced exciting dynamics to our catchment, the strategic move being made now by our governor presents a transformative shift that literally connects Imo State to the vibrant segment of the energy corridor stretching from rivers through Bayelsa and Delta. We are all oil producing states, 9 of us. We all belong to NDDC. We all get the revenue allocation things. But in Imo State, the actual dynamics of the oil industry have eluded us. I can tell you about the gas master plan infrastructure, passes through all the states, just comes into Imo State to take gas from Imo State, but the major infrastructure is not in Imo State. That story is the same for all the different major life activities in the oil and gas industry. But that has changed now. I can tell you, in my former life as the ES of NCDMB, I was frequently consulted by investors, vendors, and OEMs. OEMs, the original equipment manufacturers, who needed advice on location of their facilities to comply with the local content law. Naturally, I referred them to Imo State, and I referred them to Uzodimma because genuinely, that is a key location that you should actually locate your facilities in Nigeria. But they always came back to tell me that they had chosen alternative locations because they didn't see any incentives. Imo could not compete for these investments, but this has changed. This has all changed because of these new developments. I can tell you very quickly, moderator, you're looking at me like you want me to stop?
Not stop. I just had a specific question with regards to tourism, but everything you're sharing is informative, and that's why I'm not interrupting you.
Okay,
please go ahead.
You see, this is the background that you can use for the tourism thing. I think that it's important to get this through and then send it. So, the implications of being connected to the energy corridor is great. And it's the foundation for any of the linkages we are trying to discuss with tourism, right? So it's important that we grasp it, imbibe it,